on the fly recordings because while my voice is not fully back, I'm also tired of not recording. And besides, figured you guys deserve to hear something. So I'm updating you on. I'm gonna update you on a few things. I guess my voice is better than I thought it was. Anyway. So yeah, this is very, extremely super unscripted because I was not planning on talking, but again, I'm tired of waiting. So what the hell do I want to talk about this time? I'll lightly go over something I mentioned on a Facebook post. Something about when a woman is allowing me to speak freely, speak freely without interrupting me and just letting me speak my full piece and not interrupt, I define that as her, let me speak my piece freely. Then she acts on what I've said and shows me that she's hearing me. I define that as her showing me love. And what was the other thing I said? This is why I hate doing unscripted shit, because I can't remember. I can't remember the lines. They were wonderful when I wrote them originally, and I can't remember. It was some fuck it. Next subject. I don't remember what the hell I said. The notepad where most of the ideas that end up becoming like episodes come from. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do some shit talking. Well, I call it shit talking. You might not see the shit talking, but anyway, one of the key reasons I know that many people have issues with what I say is because when I am speaking, oftentimes here's what I get. Well, that's your opinion about whatever it is I'm speaking about. What they're failing to understand is that I'm not speaking my own independent thought. I'm speaking what I read an author said, and I'm just happy to agree with what the author said. And because I'm agreeing with it, the person hearing it is saying, that's my opinion. No. Here's what's going on. I'm reading, or I'm putting in my own words what I read from the author, and because you generally haven't done your homework anyway, you feel that it's my opinion, therefore you don't want to hear what I had to say. That's like a personal problem, not my problem. That's a you problem. Why? Because you're the one that didn't read the homework, not me. I read, you didn't. Oh well. Anyway, again, I'm talking shit. I told you. I'm having a little bit of fun because I'm feeling a little bit better, but still not recording my full stuff till like maybe probably tomorrow or Sunday, some shit like that. Anyway. Oh, this is the tea that helped me get my voice back, by the way. Should you care? But yeah, the main reason why most people tell me that I'm speaking my opinions is because they're thinking that I'm speaking some independent thought, which is what opinion means. No, I'm not doing that. All I'm doing is literally like telling the person what I understand an author's written words to have meant to me. So if I'm off, I'm speaking off English translated words. That's what's going on, really, straight up. Nothing else, nothing further. There are certain people that's directed to. I'll let y'all figure out. I'll let you, the audience, figure out who you are and why I'm saying that, because it's not my style to out people at all. I'll let you out yourself. What else was I gonna say? Let's hold up. Okay, here's something else I was gonna talk about. I was writing my notes again, where half the ideas for the shows come from. The concept of me suffering silently. What many of you don't know, which I really don't like talking about at all, because it's like really personal and shit, but I'm going to give you a window into my world. I do suffer from a bit of I have anger management issues, I suppose you could say, but the issues are based upon the fact that, okay, I was a child that was from the ages of between around 7 or 8 is when my half brother started beating me. So yeah, from 8 to 11 is when this was going down, and my half brother is 9 years older than me. So yeah, from my age of 8 to 11, I was getting beaten by him on a regular basis, which is where a lot of my anger, that some people that know me, when they see me acting uncharacteristically angry, is coming from that. Yes, I've got more or less gotten over it. For those who would think that I'm living in the past, no. That stuff happened like in the... Yes, I'm about to say something sensitive to me, but fuck it. That stuff happened like in the fucking 80s and shit, and I can't go back in time, and to try and go back in time is ridiculous, so fuck that shit. Okay, here's what... I recognize what happened back then, and in order for me to have peace today, I had to stay away from certain people in the family in order for me to have sane days, because my mother, as well as my half-brother, well, more my mother than my half-brother, almost every word she could use to encourage me was more of a beat-down word. Therefore, I spend very little time around her for that reason. Yeah, that's a piece of what I've been thinking on. Again, sorry if it's all over the place, but again, I just said I wanted to update you on a few things I was talking about. So, for anyone feeling you're not sticking to your normal format, that's why it's called Unscripted, remember? Anyway, so yeah, I was dealing with that type of abuse for a long time, which contributes to why in my personal life I am as I am. The reason why I do a lot of serious subjects is because, one, okay, my mother was is a very serious woman. So while some of y'all had a easygoing mother that gave you like a chill time growing up, I was busy focused on getting good grades in an effort to make sure I didn't get my ass beat, because my mother was very stern about everything. So I didn't get a lot of chill time. I got a lot of stern looks. Didn't really get spankings by my mother. I just got that death look of, which is where I get my shit from. And I take certain pride in my death look. I shouldn't, but I do. Just like being a smartass. I shouldn't enjoy it, but I do. Oh, that reminds me of another thing. So, this is going to be like one... I think I'm doing one of those mama bear things, but fuck it. I do it. The reason why I am a smartass when I am a smartass, I figured this out today. The reason I am a smartass when I'm a smartass, sorry for pointing so much at the camera, I do a lot of talking with my hand. Anyway, when I'm going against what someone says, I'm not going against them because of just to spite them, or I formerly would say I'm doing it just to spite. The true reason is, if I'm going against what someone's saying in a childish way, is because I'm reading the person's aura, and if the person trying to check me, my aura is reading as you're either as intelligent as I am or less than intelligent than I am, then I ain't hearing the motherfucking thing you saying. Why? Because you have to be wiser than me for me to hear you. That's just how I am. That's how I've been since I was a child. So, to any elder who would feel offended, by how I'm speaking, I am who I am. I've always been this way. It's no shock. Well, it shouldn't be a shock by now. So yeah, when I'm not hearing those, when I'm being spiteful or juvenile, part of it's play, but a large part of it is because if I sense that you as my equal, as my peer, don't know as much as I expect you to know, but you're trying to put on this front like you do know more, I am not hearing you. Now, when I'm being very rebellious, it's one purpose of being rebellious. It's because I not only heard what I was told, I utterly disagree with what I was told because my spirit isn't being rubbed right that it's accurate. Case in point, the reason why I left the church when I did wasn't because of Bible. It was because I sensed that my preachers were selling me some bullshit. I just did not believe it. It wasn't that I was just looking for something to run to. It was more of, it just didn't feel right. And being that I was already dealing with the results, the after effects of childhood, need some more tea. I was dealing with the after effects of childhood, of the beating thing. It was easy and convenient for me to get with the Nation of Islam because I'm already dealing with the anger from childhood. And now I'm wishing I had my script to actually focus on. I forgot my train of thought. This is what happens when I do a non-scripted, really super non-scripted video that I cannot remember. Beatings. I was talking about beatings and discipline and some shit like that. Fuck. Hold on. Now I remember what I was talking about. Okay. So when I'm rebelling because I am not feeling that the elder or the person speaking to me about truth is accurate. Therefore, I am forced to reject it because that person is just not speaking where I can hear them. Now, if they maybe change the rhythm of their words, I might be able to hear them. But at the same time, even if the rhythm of their words is still, even if in the rhythm of their words they're speaking inaccurately, I'm not hearing you. Why? Because if your words are not harmonizing with what I've already read, you can talk all day, not hearing you. Because why? Your words don't sound nothing like what I've read. Therefore, the book wins and you don't. I think I've said way too much of nothing. Well, some good stuff, I guess. It's like I've been talking for like 12 minutes, so I think I'm going to call this a day. I will holler at y'all later. Deuces.